Namaste students, this is Dr. Prachi Fartiyal, Department of Mathematics, Omkaranand Government Degree College, Deoprayag. In this lecture, we are going to discuss a very important theorem. This theorem is, if W1, W2 are two subspaces of a finite dimensional vector space VF, then dimension W1 plus dimension W2 is equals to dimension W1 plus W2 plus dimension W1 intersection W2. Now let's start proof of this theorem. Now let us assume that dimension W1 intersection W2 is equals to K. I think you know the meaning of dimension. By definition of dimension, the number of elements in a set is known as dimension. So it means that W1 intersection W2 contains K elements. Now along with this, we also assume that let the set S is equals to gamma 1, gamma 2 till gamma k. Let us suppose that this set be a basis of W1 intersection W2. Be a basis of W1 intersection W2. Now if it is basis of W1 intersection W2, it means that S belongs to W1 intersection W2, and if S belongs to W1 intersection W2, it means that S is contained or S is a subset of W1 intersection W2. Now with the meaning of this W1 intersection W2, it means that S is contained in W1 and S is contained in W2 too. What it means? That S is a subset of W1 and S is a subset of W2. Now we know, since S is linearly independent. Why S is linearly independent? Because we have taken it to be basis. So if it is basis, it means that S should satisfy the condition of linearly independent. So S is linearly independent, and from here we have got S is contained in W1. Now it means S can be extended to form basis of W1. Students, you know extension theorem. We know the extension theorem that every linearly independent subset of a finitely generated vector space VF can be extended to form a basis. So here we are extending S, set S. So if we are extending set S, so let us suppose let gamma 1, gamma 2, so on gamma k, alpha 1, alpha m be a basis of W1. We have extended S. Now we have extended this one, so it means that dimension of W1 is equals to K plus M by the definition of dimension. So because it is having K elements of gamma and M elements of alpha, so the dimension of W1 will be equals to K plus M. Similarly, we have we will take let gamma 1, gamma 2 till gamma k, and here let us suppose we are taking beta 1, beta 2 till beta t be a basis of W2. So this S we have extended in two ways. One, we have taken gamma 1, gamma 2, gamma k, then alpha 1 to alpha m, and secondly we have taken gamma 1, gamma 2, gamma k, beta 1 to beta t. Now let us suppose it is basis of W2. So what it means? That dimension W2 is equals to K plus T, because it has elements K plus T. Now this is a very important, so we will mark it. This result is very important. Okay. Now what we have got? From this result we will have dimension W1 plus dimension W2 minus dimension W1 intersection W2 is equals to, we know that dimension W1 is k plus m, so we will write k plus m in place of dimension W1, and dimension W2 is k plus t, so write k plus t, and dimension W1 intersection W2 is k, so we will write here minus k. Now let us consider another set S1 which has elements gamma 1, gamma 2 till gamma k, and alpha 1, alpha 2 till alpha m, and beta 1, beta 2 till beta t. Let us suppose this set S1 be a basis of W1 plus W2. Now see here, because S1 we have taken basis of W1 plus W2, then it should be linearly independent also, and this S1 should generate vectors of this one. So we have to prove two things. One is that it is linearly independent, and one S1 generates vectors of the set. So for this one we have to show it. Now we will show that this is basis. We have assumed it, now we will show that this is basis. So for this basis, firstly we have to show that it is linearly independent. Now firstly we will show that S1 is linearly independent. So now we have S1, we have taken the set S1 to be gamma 1, gamma 2 till gamma k, then beta 1, beta 2 till beta t, and alpha 1, alpha 2 till alpha m. So its linear combination will be C1 gamma 1 plus C2 gamma 2 plus so on plus Ck gamma k plus A1 alpha 1 plus so on plus Am alpha m plus here you can write B1 beta 1 plus B2 beta 2 plus so on Bt beta t, and it should be equals to 0 by the definition of linear combination. So we can also write it as B1 beta 1 plus B2 beta 2 plus so on plus Bt beta t to be equals to minus C1 gamma 1 plus so on plus Ck gamma k plus A1 alpha 1 plus so on till Am alpha m. Now let us suppose that this equation be 1. Now we know, since minus C1 gamma 1 C2 gamma 2 plus Ck gamma k plus A1 alpha 1 plus A2 alpha 2 plus so on Am alpha m belongs to W1. Why? Because it is linear combination of W1. So it implies that B1 beta 1 plus so on plus Bt beta t belongs to W1. So let us take this equation to be equation 2. Also we know that B1 beta 1 plus B2 beta 2 plus so on plus Bt beta t belongs to W2. Why it belongs to W2? Because it is linear combination of elements belonging to basis of W2. Now name this equation to be third. Now by equation 2 and 3, what we have, because it is contained in W1 also and it is containing in W2 also, so we can write B1 beta 1 so we can write B1 beta 1 plus B2 beta 2 plus so on Bt beta t belongs to W1 intersection W2. Now expressing this one as linear combination of the basis of W1 intersection W2. So we can have b1 beta 1 plus b2 beta 2 plus so on plus bt beta t is equals to d1 gamma 1 plus d2 gamma 2 plus dk gamma k. Or we can also write it like this: b1 beta 1 plus b2 beta 2 plus so on plus bt beta t. Take all these elements to this side, so here it will come d1 gamma 1 plus d2 gamma 2 plus dk gamma k is equals to 0. But we also know that beta 1 beta 2 till beta t and gamma 1 gamma 2 till gamma k, these are all linearly independent vectors. So if these are linearly independent vectors, what it implies? That all the coefficient of these one will be equals to 0, because we need only of b, so we are taking only of b. These value will be equals to 0. Now putting value of b's to be equals to 0, in equation 1. Equation 1, you know what is equation 1? Equation 1 was b1 beta 1 plus so on plus bt beta t is equals to minus c1 gamma 1 c2 gamma 2 plus here it will come ck gamma k plus a1 alpha 1 plus a2 alpha 2 plus so on till am alpha m. So in this one we are putting b's, all b's to be equals to 0. So we will get c1 gamma 1 plus c2 gamma 2 plus so on plus ck gamma k plus a1 alpha 1 plus so on plus am alpha m to be equals to 0, because all b's are 0, so it means it is equals to 0. Now also we know that gamma 1 gamma 2, these all with along with alpha 1 alpha 2 till alpha m, these are linearly independent vectors because we have taken it. So if these are linearly independent, what it means that the coefficient will be equals to 0. So c1 is equals to 0, ck equals to 0. Similarly a1 a2 a3, all these will be equals to 0. Now these all are 0. Also this is also equals to 0. Now if all the coefficient are equals to 0, what it means? That set S1 of vectors gamma 1 gamma 2 gamma k alpha 1 alpha 2 alpha m beta 1 beta 2 till beta t, this one is linearly independent. Why? Because all the coefficients are 0. So this is linearly independent. Now we have proved that the set is linearly independent. Now what we have to show? That S1 generate W1 plus W2. Now we have to show LS1 is equals to W1 plus W2. Now we know, since W1 plus W2 is a subspace, of vector space VF, and each element of S1 belongs to W1 plus W2. Therefore, what we have? LS1 is a subset of W1 plus W2. Name this equation to be equation 4. Again we are taking, again let alpha be any element of then what we will have? Alpha equals to linear combination of elements of basis of W1 plus linear combination of elements of basis of W2, because W1 plus W2 is a linear sum. So what we will have, alpha belongs to LS1. Hence what we have, W1 plus W2 is a subset of LS1. This will become our equation 5th. Now so we know that LS1 is a subset of W1 plus W2, and also W1 plus W2 is a subset of LS1. So from equation 4 and 5, what we have, LS1 is equals to W1 plus W2. Now LS1 is equals to W1 plus W2. What it implies, that S1 is a basis of W1 plus W2. If S1 is a basis of W1 plus W2, what it implies, that dimension of W1 plus W2 is equals to K plus M plus T. Why? Because we know that dimension means the number of element in W1 and W2 is K plus M plus T. So we know that dimension W1 plus dimension W2 minus dimension W1 intersection W2 is equals to K plus M plus T. This is, let us suppose that this equation be 7 and this equation be 6. So from equation 6 and 7, what we have, dimension W1 plus W2 is equals to dimension W1 plus dimension W2 minus dimension W1 intersection W2. Now we can arrange it so that it can become like this. We can show it, dimension W1 plus dimension W2 is equals to dimension W1 plus W2 plus dimension W1 intersection W2, which we have to prove it. So hence proved. Thank you, students.